New at 5, a Rochester man says federal agents showed up to his house months after he wrote a letter to the leader of ICE. The letter condemning immigration enforcement efforts in Minneapolis after the death of Alex Preddy. 13 WHAM's Lowell Rose talked to the attorney representing the man and joins us now with the details. Lowell, good evening.
Good evening, Danielle. This incident allegedly happened early last week while David Streever was away on a trip in Finland. But his wife answered the door and was handed this unsigned warning from ICE.
Agents showed up at his home and they gave his wife a form essentially accusing him of engaging in some kind of threat by sending an email to the director of ICE.
Alex Steinbaugh represents David Streever of Rochester. Steinbaugh says his client sent an email to the acting director of ICE in January after the death of Alex Preddy in Minneapolis.
David's email is a plea. It is appealing to the conscience of the director of ICE. It is essentially saying, think about how you're going to feel later on in your life. And there's nothing threatening about that.
In an article reported by Syracuse.com, Streever shared the email he sent to ICE 6 months ago. He wrote, "You are a monstrous human being and will go down in history as America's Reinhard Heydrich, the butcher." The letter ended by saying, "You will never know peace. You will seek to lose yourself to escape the burden of knowing the truth about yourself. But wherever you go, you will find yourself. You will torment yourself until your last day on earth." The Department of Homeland Security released a statement to 13 WHAM saying in part, ICE investigates all credible threats towards its employees and officers, including threats to the ICE director.
They're saying there's an ongoing investigation into one email sent 6 months ago. There's nothing to investigate here.
After ICE agents delivered a warning letter to Streever's home, Steinbaugh says agents appeared at the front desk of the hotel where Streever was staying in New York City hours after he landed on his way home from Finland.
I think that anyone who gets federal agents showing up to their door and to their hotel, especially in a manner where it suggests that the government is tracking you, I think anyone who has that happen to them would be alarmed.
Steinbaugh calls the actions by ICE a violation of the First Amendment.
That's government action that is sufficient to chill someone's speech. It is sufficient to and intended to make someone say, it'd be better if I didn't talk.
Streever's attorney told me he's unsure of what's next and they're still evaluating the situation. And I confirmed they have not yet filed anything with courts. Also reached out to Streever, who is not available for comment. Daniel?